Today we are here at the Rise Dispensary. Pretty big parking lot, pretty open area, so see how many people come through. Man, they do curbside delivery here.
Alright, everyone, here we go. Today's stop takes us to Lynchburg, Virginia. And right away you can tell this isn't an ordinary filming trip. This is a real First Amendment audit designed to test the public's reaction to lawful recording in public spaces. It's about exercising the right to film and document openly, without hiding anything or watering it down. We're out in real public areas to see how regular people, and especially government employees and officials, respond when constitutional rights are put into action. Today's location is Rise Dispensary, a busy spot with constant traffic and non-stop curbside pickups, making it the perfect place for this test. The camera's on, everything is in motion, and one big question remains: who will respect the law, and who's about to completely lose their cool?
What's going on?
Can I help you?
Can you help me?
Yeah.
You have like a bottle of water or something?
I'm just wondering why you're taking pictures of videos at the store.
So you come out and ask if you can help me?
Yeah.
No, I don't need any help, man. Unless you have any experience in photography or anything like that.
I
then...
do have a YouTube channel, yeah, so.
Oh, all right, there you go.
Yes.
Nice.
So what you taking videos and pictures of the store for then?
Well, what I do is I stress test our First Amendment right to the freedom of press in public. It's the same one that gives you the right to come up to random strangers and ask what's going on.
Exactly.
There you go.
You can already feel the pressure building, both from the weather and the atmosphere around the area. Everything seems peaceful at first glance, but anyone familiar with these audits knows things can change in seconds once cameras start rolling. People notice they're being filmed, questions start forming, and attention quickly shifts toward the auditor. Before long, the first person walks over, clearly curious and trying to understand what's happening. But instead of reacting emotionally or getting confrontational, the auditor stays calm and in control. He politely makes it known that he doesn't need assistance, and unless the person is also into photography, there's not much to talk about. Then comes the real point of the interaction. The auditor explains that this is a First Amendment audit. The same constitutional right allowing people to approach and ask questions is the exact same right protecting his ability to record in public. Straightforward, respectful, and completely lawful. For the moment, the situation cools down and the tension eases.
All right. Have a good one, man.
Don't take any of like patients walking in and out.
Oh, I definitely will be getting some of that for sure. This guy isn't calling the cops, is he? have this lady sitting here calling the police.
But this situation is far from over because not everybody is ready to simply walk away. The longer the camera stays pointed around the area, the more uneasy people become. You can sense the suspicion building little by little. One person leaves the scene, but another immediately grabs a phone and starts making a call. And at that point, you already know what could happen next. Police may be on the way. This is usually the moment when an audit shifts into something much bigger. The quiet atmosphere starts feeling tense, almost like everyone is waiting for the next move. Meanwhile, the auditor stays calm, standing his ground while watching the reactions around him and reading the energy of the crowd. Sure enough, someone is sitting there with a phone pressed to their ear, likely reporting the situation. This is the key moment in almost every First Amendment audit, when simple public filming suddenly turns into a possible confrontation. Now the focus isn't on whether authorities will arrive, but on how they'll react once they do.
Have a good one. Enjoy your day, man.
Keep this cancer somehow, man.
There you go. Thank God it's legal. Again, with this traffic, I can't hear you. Do I do YouTube? Yeah, I do. I can't really give it right now. If you're around when I'm done, no, I'd be happy to give it to you.
As time goes on, different people pass by and interact, and the reactions are not all negative. Some individuals are simply curious, while others even show a bit of support. That's what makes these audits unpredictable. You really see every type of response in real time. Some people ask questions, some challenge what's happening, and others actually understand and respect the right to record in public. The auditor stays consistent throughout, keeping things professional and controlled. He avoids sharing his channel while filming, but makes it clear that everything will be open and transparent afterward. That steady approach, firm but respectful, helps prevent the situation from escalating further. Still, there's a quiet tension in the background that never fully goes away, as if something bigger could still happen at any moment.
Oh no, I do, absolutely. What do you mean?
That's what I'm asking.
And no, I like I said, if you're around when I'm done, after I'm done doing what I'm doing, I'd be happy to give it to you. I appreciate your support though, man. I appreciate your interest. No, I do. That's what posting videos does. More drive-up service. Curbside delivery. It's the best way to do it. It's the most effective way to do it right there. Nice. Thank you for joining in on the activism. We need more people.
Things start to speed up now. More people gather around, and more attention shifts toward the camera. The energy in the area changes, And it's no longer just one person recording. It's becoming a public situation that people are actively noticing. Supporters start to appear too. Some people show understanding and openly recognize what's going on and why it matters, and that's really the main point here. It's not just about filming, but about creating awareness through real-world interaction. Each conversation adds to the bigger picture. No speeches, no pressure, just being there, recording, and letting the situation speak for itself, and clearly, it's starting to have an impact.
We need more people out here. Thank you. Have a good one.
You can see it clearly now. More people are getting involved. Some even step in with support, recognizing what's happening and why these rights matter in real time. The atmosphere shifts again, moving from tension into momentum. At this point, Lynchburg starts reacting in a more positive way. That's not something you always see, and that's exactly what makes this moment different from any others. The auditor stays consistent, using the energy to keep things moving forward, staying calm, focused, and direct without losing control of the situation. But even with this shift, nothing is guaranteed. That calm feeling can change fast, and the situation could still go in a completely different direction at any moment.
There you go. Brilliant. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, buddy. Thank you for joining in. Thank you very much. We need more people like you, bro. Thank you. Have a good one, man. I'm sure your day is going to be a lot better now. Bye. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. What's up with it? What do you mean? Take a video.
More interactions keep coming in. Quick conversations, different reactions, but the overall situation stays fairly steady. Some people are curious, some find it amusing, and others are genuinely supportive of what's happening. It's one of those rare moments when an audit doesn't instantly turn into conflict or chaos. Things actually feel under control for now, but even in a calm setting like this, there's always an element of uncertainty. One small mistake, one misinterpretation, and the entire situation can shift in seconds. That's just how these encounters tend to unfold. And right when it seems like everything is settling down, you can feel the energy in the scene starting to change again.
got another one joining in here today. We'll give him the real angle he wants out here today. We've had a lot of join in. We've had a lot of join in here today. People out here in Lynchburg are getting fired up over the Constitution. We love it. Oh. Why did he stop? He stopped as soon as the lady was gonna walk in. I thought he was gonna do some stress testing with me. Man.
Now the situation looks different. More people are engaging, more attention is building, and others are stepping into the moment. It feels like the public is becoming more aware of what's actually happening. Conversations start breaking out, curiosity grows, and constitutional rights turn into a real-time topic instead of just something written in law books. This is the core idea behind these audits, bringing awareness into everyday spaces where people can see it for themselves. But just as this positive momentum builds, the situation begins to shift again.
That's disappointing.
After seeing how excited people got over our First Amendment in Lynchburg, I decided to move over to Rise's Danville location, but unfortunately that's where I ran into some uneducated people and uneducated police officers.
Videotape me in my car?
I'm sorry?
I said, is there any reason why you need to videotape me in my car coming out of the dispensary?
Of course. Is there any reason you need to know what my reason?
I'd like to know what the reason is.
Yeah, what's the reason you need to know?
I'd like to know what's the purpose.
Well, I understand that. That's why people usually ask people questions, but what's the reason why you need to know?
I just would like to know.
Oh. I mean, you know what curiosity did, didn't you? Well, there you go. Seems as though you already know I don't. Oh, there you go. Brilliance, buddy. Have a good one, Gramps.
All right, everyone, this is where things take a turn. The auditor moves over to Danville, expecting a similar response to what he just experienced. But this time, it's very different. Instead of curiosity or support, he immediately faces resistance. People start questioning him right away, challenging what he's doing and asking for explanations. The mood shifts fast. It's no longer calm or neutral like before. Danville brings a much sharper reaction, where misunderstandings and authority concerns start clashing. And just like that, you can tell this situation is heading into a much more intense direction.
Oh, he's pulling back in. All the way back around he goes. Storming up. I think the people he might want to talk to are down here, talking about important things. No, I don't think so. Thank you, though. I appreciate it, though.
The questions start coming in fast. Why are you filming? What are you doing here? What's the purpose of this? The same kinds of questions that usually show up when people aren't fully clear on the law around public recording. But this time, the auditor doesn't step back or start over-explaining. He stands his ground and makes it clear that he doesn't have to justify recording in a public place. The tone quickly tightens, and the conversation starts edging toward confrontation. At one point, someone even tries to bring in legal-sounding terms like HIPAA, even though it doesn't actually apply in this situation. And just like that, confusion and misinformation take over the discussion, making the exchange even more tense and messy.
Aw, now that Gramps went and tattled on me, I'm not going to tell you anything.
Okay, this is a medical facility. We have medical patients coming in and out. So this is a
Yeah.
little bit of a HIPAA matter.
It's a HIPAA matter? Do you know how HIPAA laws work? Do you know how HIPAA laws work?
Yes.
You do? So who has to follow guidelines of HIPAA?
I'm not sure why we're asking
People that
questions.
are certified through HIPAA, right?
We're just trying to figure out why you're filming our
Right, no. And what you're saying is, by implying about HIPAA, are you saying what I'm doing is like illegal or something, or?
It's annoying.
Oh, okay. Well, I found you quite annoying when you came up and
I asked you.
asked random strangers questions, but I didn't say anything.
Now, unfortunately, my phone did overheat because of the hot Virginia sun that neither me or my phone were used to, but this guy got a little upset about me recording, and ultimately the worker said he was going to call the police because of it.
So this guy's security says. Sidewalk security.
Now the situation is fully escalating. Employees get involved, and the emotions start running higher. Talk of calling the police comes up, adding more pressure to the moment. This is a clear shift from questions and curiosity into open confrontation. Through it all, the auditor remains steady, pushing back and pointing out the misunderstandings in what's being said. The back and forth gets more intense as both sides stand their ground. At this point, the tension is obvious. It's no longer about simple questions or explanations. It's a direct clash, and everyone there can feel that something bigger is about to happen next.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot. As long as you're staying on the sidewalk, it seems like you're okay to go.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. You come out here to tell me that you don't have jurisdiction on the sidewalk? Thanks, I appreciate it.
So I'm not trying to pick a fight here. Okay.
That's the kind of attitude I got when asking the question. So I don't know what his problem is. All he had to do was work on the project and say, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll see you later. But I got that kind of response. I just wanted to come in and see what was in it.
All right. Suck it up, buttercups. Have a good one. Bye, Mr. Purple Shirt. Or is that fuchsia?
Security steps in at this point, but the situation takes an unexpected turn. Instead of making things wise, the security guard actually recognizes how things stand legally. As long as the auditor remains on the public sidewalk, there are no rules being broken. No trespassing, no violations, just lawful recording in a public space. It becomes one of those rare moments where clarity breaks through the tension and things are briefly understood for what they are. Still, even with that acknowledgement, the underlying tension doesn't fully go away.
Oh boy, this isn't a police officer showing up for me, is it? No, just rolling on through. Oh boy. Danville Police Department. Whoa. Must have a serious situation going on here. Two of them. Oh, three of them, excuse me. Oh, nothing much. How about you?
Not a lot. I'm Officer Early with the Danville Police Department.
Nice.
What's your name?
I don't usually give it out. I like to stay
that's
private.
Fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. What are you doing, buddy?
I'm not everything you can see here.
You're just sitting here, just kind of hanging out.
There you go.
And then it happens, the moment everyone expected. Police arrive. One unit shows up first, then another follows, and soon the presence builds. The atmosphere tightens immediately. This is the stage where everything can shift, depending on how the interaction is handled. The auditor stays calm and prepared, ready to engage when approached, because at this point, it's no longer just about how the public reacts. It comes down to how law enforcement responds to the situation and how well the boundaries of the Constitution are understood and respected.
I mean, all right, so I'm a pretty upfront, straight guy, okay? So we got a call from the manager here, said that you were here recording people, which technically you are on the sidewalk. You are allowed to do that. You're not on their property.
Not technically,
right?
Legitimately.
Exactly.
Legitimately, I am on the sidewalk.
You are? Yes. So, I mean, we're just here. I'm just here to talk to you about it. I guess trying to figure out what you're doing really just...
If it looks like I'm playing basketball, I might be playing basketball, but...
Yeah? Okay.
I think I'm just sitting here recording.
Okay. Any particular reason?
Of course. Nobody does anything without a reason, man.
Yeah, this is true.
Of course.
What's your reason?
Well, what I do is I stress test our First Amendment right to the freedom of press in public.
Okay. Okay, I can respect that. I'm a big believer.
Do you support the Constitution?
All the time. I mean,
awesome.
I was in the Army for 8 years, and now I do this. So
I'm
a big believer in the Constitution.
So let me. So you took an oath to uphold the Constitution twice, then?
Correct.
Right.
That is absolutely. True.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you sure can.
Do you know what the First Amendment to the Constitution is?
Yeah, your freedom of press.
Right, there's 5 freedoms in the First Amendment to the Constitution.
Freedom
that you...
to bear arms, freedom of press.
No, that's the second one.
I'm aware. You said there was 5. I'm naming some of them.
5, that's the Second Amendment. The right to bear arms is the Second Amendment.
Right.
Right, so the First Amendment, it's 5.
The officer approaches in a calm but curious manner. Questions are asked, and the auditor responds without hesitation. But it's clear this isn't just a casual exchange. It's a real test of understanding on both sides. The auditor explains his purpose directly. First Amendment auditing, freedom of press, and the right to record in public. Surprisingly, the officer doesn't shut the interaction down. Instead, he listens and engages, trying to understand the situation. But the real turning point comes next, when the focus shifts from explanation to actual legal understanding.
5 freedoms. I'll give you another one.
All right,
it's religion.
Tell me all of them.
Okay, so no, go ahead. I'm asking you. I just want to see what you know. Because this is what I do.
Okay, no.
So I mean, seeing as how you took an oath to uphold the Constitution twice, you should know.
Well, no,
right?
Educate me.
No. I'm asking. Do you know?
I'm being.
So you don't?
No.
No.
Don't educate me.
Man, that's kind of sad. How long have you been a police officer?
Almost a year and a half. Yeah.
Almost a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you were in the Army for 8 years.
Yep.
And you can't even name me what the First Amendment to the Constitution is?
Mm-mm.
Really? Really?
Truly.
All right. Well, it gives you 5 freedoms. It gives you the right to religion, freedom of press, freedom to petition your government, freedom to assemble.
Okay.
And what? I don't think I missed one.
You named all
and
4.
speech.
Okay. Okay.
So, I mean, it's pretty basic. What would be pretty basic? But you taking an oath twice, you see how that kind of.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, just pretty basic questions, man. So that's all I do.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Well, again, I'm Officer Hurley. Okay. It was
awesome.
nice to meet you.
Shake with right hand, man.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It was nice to meet you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So you are on the sidewalk. You're not doing anything wrong.
Thank you very
I'd
much.
at least figure I would at least come and talk to you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So if you'd like, you can go hand out some free education.
The auditor then shifts the direction of the conversation, pressing the officer on his understanding of the First Amendment. At this point, the exchange becomes noticeably more uncomfortable. The officer hesitates when asked to clearly explain the 5 freedoms, and doesn't fully lay them out. That pause speaks louder than anything else in the moment. It raises a difficult contrast between the responsibility to uphold constitutional rights and the ability to clearly articulate what those rights actually include.
Tell them that they should be calling the feelings enforcement next time instead of the law enforcement if they were going to call the police on phones.
Okay.
Are they allowed to take children in dispensaries? Come on now. Come on now. The cops are standing right here, too. Oh, man. Hey, excuse me. I just wanted to ask you a question. I got my 19-year-old brother down the street. Could I just send him in to go look around in there? Seeing as how, like, oh, you have to be 21 to be inside that building?
A baby holding a baby?
Ah.
That's okay by the Virginia State Code.
Oh, it is? Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what code that is?
Eventually, the officer comes to a clear conclusion. No laws have been broken and no violations are taking place. The auditor is allowed to continue filming. Just like that, the pressure in the situation starts to ease and the tension drops, but the impact of the interaction remains. What stands out most isn't about legality, it's about understanding. The real issue exposed in the moment is awareness of rights, and how clearly they are recognized when tested in real situations.
No, you just know it exists? Yeah, I didn't think so. Take it easy, buddy. Oh, blinker. No blinker either. Ah. And they're real lenient with the laws out here in Danville. That's good. That's good to know. Yeah, buddy. Thank you for joining in today. We need more people out here. Thank you very much. We'll give him the real angle he wants. So. Take care, buddy.
Even after the police interaction ends, the auditor continues pressing forward. He starts pointing out inconsistencies, questioning how certain things are handled, and highlighting where rules seem to be applied unevenly or without clear consistency. Everything is being documented in real time, adding weight to every exchange. The focus stays on accountability and how situations like this are interpreted on the ground. With each passing moment, the message becomes more direct and harder to ignore, as the entire encounter continues unfolding on camera.
Have a good one. There's about 1,000 cameras in that building, bro. What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just walking by.
Oh, all right. Have a good one, man. Take it easy.
Support starts to show up again, and more people begin reacting in a positive way. The mood steadies, but now there's a stronger sense of purpose behind it all. That what's happening here is no longer limited to just one spot or one interaction. It's turning into something broader, a moment that represents awareness spreading beyond a single location and reaching into the wider community.